this world and so deeply misunderstand. How do we repeatedly get it all so wrong? Ageless sentinel, witness to our time, bending with the centuries, standing through millennia. Ageless sentinel, witness to our time. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Welcome in. It's been a little while. Well, I guess it was last week. It's been a whole week since I've done a YouTube stream, and I always have this feeling like, what did I forget to do? I don't think I forgot to do anything. So, welcome in once again for the penultimate weekly Wednesday Warble. I will stream on Christmas Day, which I guess makes it every day. Each Wednesday remaining in 2024, there will be a stream. I am going to take the 1st of January off, but more on that later. Just getting this guitar in tune. So I thought today I would do 10 songs that I've written this year. And I didn't write quite as many songs this year as I've written in the last few years. It wasn't my focus. But I wrote 5 songs last week, and I finished 4 that I started yesterday, plus the ones that I have written throughout the year that I have been playing. So the funny thing about the set list today, so the thing that binds them all is that they are all songs that I wrote in 2024. No, I saw your Happy Wednesday to you. I saw your Happy Wednesday notice, hence the Happy Wednesday. It is Wednesday, right? It's been a busy couple of weeks. Really like nice busy. I'm really happy with all the things going on. What am I trying to say? Oh yes, so 2024, we always do themes, like we always have a yearly theme, and I loved the yearly theme this year, and we're carrying it over to next year. But it's like a household theme, and we always have a theme for the year. And this year and next year, again, it will become number 1 in the martial arts world. And that's just a metaphor for do your best. Excel at your craft. Work towards your craft. And on the whatever it'll be, the 7th, whatever the second Wednesday in January is, I guess it'll be the 8th. The theme is going to be like a new year, starting a new year. And I think like half of today's set list I'm going to play at that show too, because a lot of the songs that I wrote this year sort of had to do with goals and goal setting and working towards a goal. I'm just going to double check this tuning. So anyway, I'm starting with this one, which I wrote in January. Most of my writing this year I did in January and December. I did write some things in between, and I finished some things in between, but a lot of the writing happened at the beginning and end of the year, which were the times of year that I had least other things happening. But anyway, this is a New Year's song, which I wrote this year. New year rolls round, fresh start once again, blank slate, clear mind, ready, set and go. Here we are for no better reason than it's the first day of the year. I'm making plans for starting over, plans for starting over. New plan, old dream, same goal, still around. Empty canvas, colors well used. Here we are, but no better reason than it's the first day of the year. I'm making plans for starting over, plans for starting over. Will I get it right this time? Well, that doesn't matter. I'll probably make the same mistakes, but not in the same way. Everything is new. We get to start again each year. New year rolls round, fresh start once again. There we go. So start all over, which was right from the very, very, very beginning of the year. Da-doop-boo, ba-doop-boo. So you'll probably start hearing that song as we approach the new year and it becomes topical again. Now we have to go back to standard tuning. I don't think I have any other drop D songs. I did write another drop D song this year, but I wrote it on Tuesday and it's not under my fingers well enough for the sing song yet, for the warble. It's under my fingers well enough for the sing song. I do a Monday morning sing song on Twitch and the weekly warble here on YouTube. All right. So this one came, so start all over. So actually I should also make a note of where the songs came from. That one was from the Toronto Songwriting School songwriting calendar that I get every year. And I think I got 2 songs out of it this year. Like I say, it wasn't a big songwriting year for me. But yeah, I think that was the January prompt last year, was write a song about starting over. So there we go. And so this one, there's sort of 3 prime sources of songwriting prompts that I like to use on the regular. And so one is the Toronto Songwriting School calendar. Another is the Rob's virtual open mic, which I attend some Monday nights. And on the first Monday of the night, they have a prompt. And so everyone plays the songs they wrote from the previous month's prompt, and then they come up with a new prompt. And I've written quite a few songs out of that. I think this year I just did this one. Maybe there's a second one. I think this is the only one this is certainly the only one I completed this year. And the prompt was Old Friends. You go way back, they know the dirt, they remember all the little things you tried to forget. They are an old friend. Out of the blue, they give you a call, you say, come on over, got a guest room now. The years can go by and seem like a day. You are an old friend. Then you get together and the memories flow. Then before you know it, you forget that you're both not as young as you used to be. Old friends. Sometimes you ignore the way ways you've both changed, and you think for old time's sake, let's do it again, because you're old friends. You wake up in the morning and remember your age. You find yourself saying, never again. How many good ideas at the time can I survive with my old friend? With my old friend. You two are old friends with your old friend. There. Old friends. So I'm quite happy with that one. Everything I'm playing today I'm quite happy with. All right. So we are going to do a song that I wrote last week during the Song Fancy 5-song and 5-day songwriting challenge. And you'll probably hear me say Song Fancy 5-day and 5-song, Song Fancy 5-song and 5-day songwriting challenge several times over the course of today's episode, friends, because I took part in it twice this year. And I got quite a few songs out of it. I think I might have almost got 10 songs. Not quite 10 songs. I'm not going to sing all of them, but I am going to sing this one. And I'm going to need my sheet music for these. I've got a few songs in the list today that I actually need my sheet music for. And I had what do you call it? An epiphany? I had an epiphany recently. I have 2 music stands. I have like 10, I don't know how you end up getting so many music stands. But I have 2 high quality music stands. Actually, one of them isn't mine. One of them belongs to the guitar player of my husband's band. And it accidentally came with us when we moved. And I don't know if we sent him a new one or if he was just like, no, it's okay. But we've ended up with 2. And it occurred to me that when I have more than 2 sheets of music, I could actually spread them across the 2. So I'm very excited about that. I'm going to make sure that moving my mic didn't just ruin my sound. Looks okay to me. Okay. Where are you guys? You guys are there. So this one is from last week. I believe I wrote this on Wednesday. And this is again sort of a goal related one. What do you call it? The prompt. The prompt was, what was the prompt, friends? What will you never let go of? Something like that. Anyway, obviously we're going to write about hopes and dreams, aren't we? I think a lot of people that did the challenge wrote a song about following your dreams. What will you never let go of? So I wrote more like how to pursue your dreams. There's no progression, production, or practice without a procedure to cling to in hard times. Eye on the process, high on the process. Tweak it, nudge it, post-mortem it. Find the places where improvements can be made. Find the bright spots, elevate them. There are places where things are working fine. Eye on the process, there's no production or practice, without a procedure to cling to in hard times. High on the process, high on the process. Write it, carve it, and review it. It's important to keep your goals in sight. There's a typo in my score there, and I should have fixed it before printing it out. And be honest, it's gotten me every time. If you drop it, weigh and measure its value and its worth. You must choose to revive or revile, revive or revile. Eye on the process, eye on the process. There's no progression, production, or practice without a procedure to cling to in hard times. Eye on the process, eye on the process. There we go, eye on the process. I have a octave error on a D, which when sight reading in standard tuning makes me think it's an F. And part of my process is to identify all things that cause me to make any sort of error when playing a song, so that I can rectify them. All right. Yes, this one. So this is from the Song Fancy 5 Song and 5 Day Songwriting Challenge that I just did in December. This next one is from the Song Fancy 5 Song and 5 Day Songwriting Challenge that I did in January. And because it was January, when I got the prompt, write a song from the point of view of an inanimate object, I knew immediately that I was going to write from the point of view of my passion planner. Let me have a sip of water. I am a day planner, I am a chronicler, I keep a running tab on all your aspirations. I keep the little notes you make and then forget all the ideas you had in your plan for world domination. And you are nothing without me. Know when you start your day and where you have to be and what you have to buy and the people you meet. I know what you got done and what fell through the cracks, all the unchecked columns and stickers you gave yourself. But you are nothing without me. I know when you are up and when you're feeling down, I keep your secrets safe, even though you don't always give me the respect that I deserve. You throw me in your bag and you spill coffee on my pages. I get lost under the bed, and there are times you don't console me for ages. It's like you have forgotten you are nothing. You are nothing without me. I am a day planner, I am a chronicler, I keep a running tab of all your aspirations. I keep the little notes you make and then forget all the ideas you had in your plan for world domination. Good luck with that, by the way, for you are nothing without me. Nothing without me. Song fancy. Okay, so this next one, do I need sheet music for this? should I have printed out? Yes, I do need sheet music for this, and I printed it out. This comes from the Toronto Songwriting School calendar. I believe the prompt was write a song using a common phrase. And I had already had, because I have another, I have notebooks where I keep random ideas as they come to me. And one of the things that I had already wanted to do in a song, I'm just going to touch my screen so I don't lose the chat. One of the things that I've been wanting to do in a song was write a song about the phrase dress for the job you want. So when I got that prompt to write a song using a common phrase, I was like, okay, that's the phrase. That's the phrase I'm going for. And this one, I sort of just, I'd written it a while ago and was had almost forgot about it and was like, oh, all it was needing was a couple tweaks here and there. So I've added a bridge, I think. We'll see how well I do with that when I come to it, but I do have the sheet music here, so we're sort of sight reading this one. Dress for the job you want, dress for the life you deserve. That's what they say, so I did. I put on my fanciest gown, layers of chiffon and satin and beads. Pulled on my tallest tiara. The job posting did mention leadership. They did not see things the same. Well, who wants to be cooped up in a cubicle anyway? Dress for the job you want, dress for the life you deserve. That's what they say, so I did. I pulled on my ice-capades gown, 5 feet of feathers in every direction. Pulled on my pink safety guard, mentioned a level of fitness required. Foreman expressed some concern for my safety. Well, who wants to wear steel toes anyway? Dress for the job you want, dress for the life you deserve. Dress for success and you will be guaranteed to succeed. Dress for the job you want, dress for the job you want, dress for the life you deserve. That's what they say, so I did. I called to my squire for my armor, emblazoned with dragons and griffins and such, replete with a sword and a helmet. Come join the team was the proclamation. They disagreed with my sense of camaraderie. Well, who wants to serve customers anyway? Dress for the job you want, dress for the life you deserve. That's what they say, so I always dress for the job I want. Yeah, so that's that one. That's that one. And I think that's working. I think that's working out. Oh, why did I put these two together in the set? These are the two freshest. These are the two freshest. I must have put them together in the middle to be like, people remember the beginning and they remember the end. So I'll put the two newest ones in the middle. And I think this is actually 5 pages, but one of them is very short. This will definitely be the... Oh yeah, I can just kind of, that's fine. Just poke something there to hold that piece up. This is one I worked a lot on stream. And it's on the 12 string. So this came from a prompt from Song Fancy. It wasn't part of the 5 and 5. I'm in Sarah's club, so I get a song prompt I get a weekly song prompt from her, which I often don't use. I certainly haven't used many of them this year, but whenever I'm sitting down to write a song and it's like, okay, I need a prompt, I just go there and find one. And so that's how I got this prompt. And I think it was a list of words. And there was definitely a picture of like an ancient city. And I sort of, I feel like I got a chorus right away and then struggled a little bit to get words. And then yesterday I sat down and was like, yeah, this is how this song is going to go. The music came along very quickly. I've had the music written for quite a while, I think. So this is from somewhere in the middle of the year. Maybe in the spring. I may have started this in the spring. We're definitely sight reading this one. Outside looking inward, catch the light and go outside for the day. Say hello and how are you, and yours, keeping all's well, thanks for asking. Then get on with your day, get on with your day. Always, always the same. One step, two, then 21 step after many, one after another. One brick growing taller, one tide, then another, over and over. Same sky, same river, same ground. Inside, ever dreaming while the world's turning, while the world does its thing. Throw away a message in a bottle, throw a message in a bottle, in the ocean, wait for somebody to hear. Day's work never seems done, work never seems done. Always more errands to run. One step, two, then 21 step after many, one after another. One brick growing taller, one tide, then another, over and over. Same sky, same river, same ground. One brick growing taller, one tide, then another, over and over. Same sky, same river, same ground. Same sky, same river, same ground. There we go, there we go. Yeah, I'm happy with how that has ended up. I finished that one yesterday. Most of the words, most of it was written, and I'd already sort of started the bridge, which was, I think, all that was missing. So there we go. That one doesn't have a title yet. Not sure what the title will be. It's probably Untitled Song about the connectedness of all human life throughout all time. Next on the list. I need these on little slidey things so I can go the same way I've got my keyboard on a slidey thing. and my microphone on a slidey thing. I really like slidey things that I can push and pull. This one is from the Song Fancy 5 Song and 5 Day Songwriting Challenge from last week. And this one's a cappella. And this one is a cappella. It didn't matter what the prompt was that day. It was going to be a cappella because I'd just gotten a whole bunch of work on this part of my tattoo. And like my elbow, like all the parts that touch the guitar basically when I play. Plus, I was all wrapped in a bandage. So I was like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the prompt is. I'm going to write an a cappella song based on it. So that's where this one comes in. And this one has a sing-alongable line at the end of every verse and every chorus. So every fourth line is working at the cafe. No, we start on F? Yes, we start on F. We start on F. 8 a.m., the doors open, shuffle in, the horde of zombies, get them standing in a line, working at the cafe. There's the guy who's always late, better get his coffee ready, mop out once he's out the door, working at the cafe. Clean the nozzle, grind the beans, froth the milk, control the steam, oat and almond, soy and cream, working at the cafe. Yoga mat, a paragraph, half and half, but no half measures, top it with some latte art, working at the cafe. Hard hats, schematics, 14 cups and little brown bags, calories all in a box, working at the cafe. Clean the nozzle, grind the beans, froth the milk, control the steam, oat and almond, soy and cream, working at the cafe. Come in here and sit all day, use the plugs and take up tables, buy the minimum to stay, working at the cafe. Hi, what can I get you? Working at the cafe. Clean the nozzle, grind the beans, froth the milk, control the steam, oat and almond, soy and cream, working at the cafe. Working at the cafe. Oh, that's not what I was expecting. Oh, I just closed the file I wanted to switch to. I see. I will reopen that file. Slowly but surely. I suppose I could try talking while I do this. So this next one is from the very first, is it? Yes, I do. I also have a list here on my computer showing what month I wrote the songs in and what the source was. This came from the very first Song Fancy Song Fancy 5 Song and 5 Day Songwriting Challenge that I did in January. And the prompt was, again, I think it was a list of words. There's always 2, out of the 5 prompts, 2 are always lists of 10 words. And they are often the ones that I respond to the best because I guess it's you know, you can really go anywhere. So the list had, so what happens when I do these song challenges? The prompts get released very, very early in the morning. So I wake up in the morning and I'm sitting there in bed with my true love at my side, and I pick up my computer and I look at the prompt, and we always look at the prompts together. And he often makes some comment that helps me get the song idea. So anyway, I pulled it up and it was a list of words, and I think like, I could just look at the prompt. Hang on. For interest's sake, why don't I just look at the prompt? Yeah, it was a list of words, and the words were brick, meet, alone, rare, city, tall, crying, loop, escape, and intersection. Really? Was that really the prompt? I guess it was. That's quite interesting. Anyway, somehow, I guess it was like the brick in the city and maybe the word escape. But my husband was like, I bet it was a combination of that and the music prompt, which was write music that feels triumphant. It was write music that feels triumphant, and then this prompt, including words like brick and city and escape. So my husband said, like, we looked at this, and then we looked at the write music that feels triumphant, and my husband said, so are you going to write the song from the point of view of the besieged or from the point of view of the sieger? And I was like, I want to write it from the point of view of the besieged, because we go for the underdog. We go for the underdog here. And I always root for the underdog. So I looked up, I Googled, what are some historical incidents in which the besieged were triumphant, and there aren't any. But I did find, don't get sieged. It's a bad thing. It doesn't work out well for the besieged. But I did find a story related to the Epic of Gilgamesh, in which Aga of Kish, if I recall, sends a letter to the city of Uruk demanding they send slave laborers to dig wells, because there are wells to be dug, deep wells to be dug, shallow wells to be dug, ropes to be hauled. It's a poem, so there's a lot of repetition. It's quite lovely, actually. So anyway, the city is going to do this. They're going to send their workers, and Gilgamesh is like, well, we should ask our workers if they want to be slave labor for this opposing army. And they're like, yeah, no, we'd rather not do that. So they say, okay, we're not going to send anyone out to do this labor for you for free. And the next day, there's 3 armies outside of the city of Uruk, and they're vastly outnumbered, and they don't have a big army. They've got a bunch of workers. So anyway, they give everyone a mace, and they realize they need to use psychological warfare in order to win this, and like that their only hope is that they can at some point open the gates and everyone come flying out at once, and that they've sown the seeds of disarray, because they want to disarray the judgment of the opposing force. And so they're going to open the doors, and everyone's going to run out, and the armies are going to think that they are greatly outnumbered, even though they're not, and they're going to run away. And in order to achieve this, they send a man out with very good media training to be tortured for information, and he sticks to his story that there's a great force within the walls, and that Gilgamesh is the greatest of kings, and that they do not stand a chance. So all that to say, I ended up writing a union ballad, and this is it. One of the many Kyla Tilley songs in which the explanation is twice as long as the actual song. I should begin bringing like a projector and a stick and a presentation to my performances. First they sent a letter demanding our labor. They had so very, very many wells that needed digging. The elders were quite fearful, but we sent our refusal to their rather odd presumption of our cooperation. This was not a letter from a friend requesting aid. No sooner had we sent it than word came back informing us of no less than 3 armies marching to our city. We gathered up the maces, gave one to every worker, and we stood up on our ramparts, tried to look intimidating. We thought we could convince them of the error of their ways. There's no escape, we'll have to open the gates, meet 'em head on and stand tall, show 'em our versatile workforce. We won't lie down, won't back away. No matter the job, we are ready. Lay a brick, throw a stone, wield a sword, plant a garden. back behind the armies. The leaders sat in safety, smugging their advantage of feet upon the ground in an effort to confuse them, to disarray their judgment, to make them feel uneasy, and to second-guess their chances. We sent a man alone to wax poetic on my skill. There's no escape, we'll have to open the gates, meet 'em head on and stand tall. Show 'em our versatile workforce, we won't lie down, won't back away. No matter the job, we are ready. Lay a brick, throw a stone, wield a sword, plant a garden. The seeds of doubt were sown, the sight of our makeshift army descending the city filled their hearts with fear. They scattered to the four winds, sent home empty-handed, and we wondered why they bothered. Did they pay and feed those soldiers? If we can pick up swords, then surely they can pick up shovels. Meet 'em head on and stand tall. Show 'em a versatile workforce, we won't lie down, won't back away. No matter the job, we are ready. Throw a brick, throw a stone, wield a sword, plant a garden, dig a ditch, dig a well, pull some rope, grow a garden. There, the Siege of Uruk. All right, we've got two more coming up. And this is another one from last week. This was the 5th song from last week. And the prompt was... balked at the prompt. The prompt was, you were supposed to support me, but you were too busy following your own dreams. And so nobody owes you support. So I wrote from the point of view of the dreamer. And the exact wording, well, it's a metaphor for following your dreams. But again, my husband was beside me, and he was like, oh, well, maybe it's like an Elden Ring where you kind of choose someone that you leave behind as you slay gods and yourself become a god. So this song is called God. And I've smashed my guitar. That's the problem with quality music stands. We're fine. Yes, Godslayer. You said I was supposed to be there to support you. No one owes this to another. You said I was too busy chasing my own dreams. Well, who's going to chase them if not for me? I am here to slay gods, and to myself become a god. You implied that I'm behind your failure. No one can carry another. There is no help for any who won't first help themselves, and who'll take the first step if not you, I am here to slay gods, and to myself become a god. Into the dragon's lair headlong I go, into the lion's mouth, fearless and sure, ever forward, to slay gods, gods, and to myself become a god. I am here to slay gods, gods, and to myself become a god, and to myself become a god. There, God Slayer. So that's another one that I'm surprisingly happy with. And also there's a chord in there that was a transcription error that I liked, so I kept it in the song. That brings us to the final number in today's Weekly Wednesday Warble, the penultimate Weekly Wednesday Warble of 2024. And this I wrote in June, and this came from, where did it come from? I went to Folk Plus, which was an online conference that the Folk Alliance had. And at the conference, it was a 2-day conference, I think. Maybe it was 3 days. Anyway, I think it was a 2-day conference. And if you wanted, they would give you a prompt, and you could write a song and post it in their chat, whatever. And so everyone got a different prompt. Like, I think they had a whole bunch of prompts, and you just signed up, and a random thing would send you a prompt. And I got the prompt, look in the sky on a clear night. And I live in Newfoundland. So this song is called Stargazing in Newfoundland. Once in a season, once in a lifetime, once in a blue moon, look to the sky. Gather in fields and gather on mountains, stand on your back porch and stare. There you will see things that will change you, things that will make you believe. If you could see through the clouds, through the mist, through the drizzle, if you could see through the haze to the sights that were promised. Oh no, I've gone fuzzy. I moved too much during this song. Apologies. I'll just be fuzzy like the night sky when you try to go stargazing in Newfoundland. Once in a lifetime, once in a blue moon, maybe the stars will align. Then you will see things to amaze you, sights that you'd never believe. If you could see through the snow, through the mist, through the drizzle, if you could see through if your fingers weren't cold and your fingers weren't frozen, maybe you'd see an eclipse or a comet, a solar storm. Now the lights feel as one with the universe. there we go. Stargazing in Newfoundland. All right, let us fix the fuzz. There we go. All right. So my friends, that brings us to the end of this week's Warble. Next Wednesday is Christmas Day. I hope that doesn't come as a terrible shock to some of you who have obligations that you aren't prepared for. But I will be streaming. I have decided that I will do the weekly Warble on Christmas Day, and I'm going to sing Christmas songs, and I'll sing public domain Christmas songs so that I can have the lyrics up on the screen so that you can all sing along. It's a little bit of a, I think it's a bit of a Christmas tradition that we have developed here on the Kyla Tilley Show, I think. Anyway, that's what we'll be doing next week. Then I'm going to take New Year's Day off, although I will put up a video to kick off 2025, I think, but not a live stream. I have a very long-standing tradition of spending New Year's Day preparing for the year ahead. I really like January 1st. It's one of my favorite days. It's a very exciting day around here. So I won't be streaming, but I will be here next week for Christmas. And I hope you all have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next time. Kyla doesn't remember how to end the YouTube stream. I pressed this button that says end stream. Have a wonderful week, everyone. Thanks for joining. We'll see you next time.